friends.
Hi.
Yay. Steve. So nice to see you all here. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday. I'm going to have you guys begin on your backs. So if you don't mind, I'm going to have you lay down and I'm going to kiss around and give you all some straps. We're going to do straps here in a minute. Okay. So as you come onto your back, you're just going to take a moment to, kind of adjust it. So, as you lay down, you can bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees drop out to the sides. Okay. You could do the opposite of that, bringing knees together and feet apart. Or even, legs parallel, feet on the floor. Okay, at any point in time, if you feel called to adjust how your body is on the floor, please feel free to. And we'll just take a moment to kind of tune in. If you want to place your hands on your body anywhere, you're of course welcome to. Okay, maybe one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Maybe both hands to the belly. And then I see a few new faces in here. My name is Lisa. I get to be your guide of sorts. We'll just take a moment to, tune into your state. Whatever's going on for you, most specifically in your physical body. So a little scan through from the crown of the head to the soles of the feet. And then we'll start to tune into your breathing. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Remember, your exhales will often help give rise to a deeper inhale. And so, after a few breaths, we'll start to kind of feel the breath begin to stabilize so that your inhales and exhales become equal in length. And then a moment to notice what's going on in the mental body. So the space of the mind. The teachings talk of this space of the mind inside the forehead or up to 6 inches in front of the forehead. And they speak of it a lot of times as like a screen. And then like kind of what's projected onto this screen, right, is most of the time, the things that you're processing, the things that are most immediate in your life, the things that are most affecting you. But also what gets projected here are just the things your mind is processing kind of all the time. Your mind is always processing what the senses are taking in. And so as we still the body and close the eyes and tune attention inward, that external output gets kind of blocked, which, at least in my experience, I think for most all of us, starts to emphasize what's present in the mind. And then the practice becomes really just to observe what's there. So really just establishing like some detachment, moving away from whatever is happening in the mind. And observing from as objective a perspective as possible. So kind of letting go of being so involved in it, being like a part of you, right? And it might even enable you to let some of that stuff go and let all the chatter disperse, so that you can tune into kind of what's maybe you could conceive it as what's beyond all of those thoughts, or what's underlying those thoughts. This is often when the subconscious mind starts to get a chance to come to the surface. So just take a moment to notice where you are on that, in that process, right? Maybe the chatter is loud today. Maybe it's a lot. Maybe it's not. But do work to tune your mind to kind of a higher focus, a higher intention, this underlying, wiser part of you. And then slowly and sweetly begin to move your fingers and your toes. And gradually start to rotate your wrists and ankles. And then reach your arms up and over your head and stretch all the way from your hands to your hips. And then take another inhale, and as you exhale, bring the hands to the third eye center in Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. And just a moment here to dedicate your mind to this higher intention, or that which is underlying. And we bring that into the forefront of the mind, and now that starts to kind of unfold in our world. And so you just can see or sense that here in the mind's eye. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. And then a moment to dedicate your practice. So we recognize, of course, that we're not alone here in this journey, on this journey, even though it is an individuated journey. And so we have little helpers all over the place, less, in the form of those beings that help you along the way, and those beings that begin to challenge that. Right? These are also helpers. Remember that, this practice connects us to all things and all beings. And so whoever you might be holding at your heart, anyone that you're maybe holding at your heart, just take a moment to kind of feel or see or sense them here. Then take a deep inhale breath, and as you exhale, release your hands down to the legs. Give your hip joints just a little rub, so wherever your hands land, just a little rub into the hips. And then gently guide your knees together on your inhale and exhale them into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze here. You can rock from side to side or rotate your knees around in a circle a few times. So just like we clear out, the stuff in the mind, our asana practice is a way to clear out the stuff in the body. Take another inhale, another exhale, and then extend your right leg to the sky. And y'all should have your strap right by the right-hand side. So grab your strap, if you would, and strap up your foot. And refine where you place the strap so that it's right by the ball of the foot, kind of right underneath the ball of the foot. And then you'll want a strap in both hands. We're going to start with just aligning the knee and the ankle and the hip. Yeah, your left foot can be on the floor, or you could extend your left leg straight. Okay. So not looking for necessarily any super impressive hamstring thing just yet, just warming up and really targeting the lower back. So imagine your right thigh kind of drawing away from the body. And if you like, you can even use your right hand for a moment, kind of press the right thigh away. And then once you feel that, you can, again, with hands, the strap in both hands so that you're drawing down towards the floor. Imagine like a weight on your right foot. And that weight kind of sinks your thigh bone down into your hip socket. So again, we don't necessarily need to draw the leg closer toward the body. Okay, but looking to align. Now take another inhale and another exhale. And then you can stay right here, or if there's availability for you, start to draw the leg closer toward your body. And you can kind of pull the arms a little bit above like towards the shoulders or toward the top of the head to stretch into the sole of the foot and the back of the leg. Let your left leg be the grounding force. So draw down through your left thigh bone, kind of inner spiral your left inner thigh to the floor. And then breathe in and out. Notice if there's any tension in the shoulders and the neck and the jaw, and see if you can just relax. And then just explore your depth here for a few more breaths. We'll stay like 3 more breaths. So you might work into that with each exhale. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, relax the shoulders, the neck, and the jaw. Let's go one more time like that. Inhale and exhale. And then gently release the strap and lower your right leg all the way to the floor. And just pause for a moment. Relax your right leg completely. You might even give it a little wiggle. Breathe in and out. Okay, and then we'll switch sides. So extend left leg to the ceiling again, the strap around the ball of the foot. Right leg can go straight, or feel free to bend your knee. It'll be more intense on the left hamstring if the right leg is straight. Okay, so you choose, and then check out your alignment, right, left knee and ankle and hip align. And if you want for a moment, you can draw your left thumb kind of to your left hip and press it gently away. And then we want both straps or a strap in both hands, just so that you're pulling equally through your foot. And then just pause here and breathe in and breathe out. Kind of trace your awareness up and down the back of the leg. Relax the shoulders and the neck and the jaw. So many of our experiences, of course, are held in our bodies. Both, of course, the really positive experiences and also the maybe more negative experiences. Of course, the positive ones really don't cause much issue, right? And so often when we start into this work, it's like those challenging moments that come to the surface that we realize in some way we revisit. Start to draw the leg closer over the body now, really lengthening into the back of the hamstring, just as it will allow. Don't forget your breath, right? Deep inhale, really deep exhale. Relax the shoulders and the neck and the jaw, and then remember, reach through your right leg. And just a few more breaths here. In fact, we'll stay for 3 more, right? Exploring any depth that becomes available for you. But remember, we're also just starting, so this isn't the only time. Just the same thing, as we set the space in the mind, just allowing those thoughts to come to surface and detaching a little bit from them. It's the same thing when things arise in the body. One more breath in and one more breath out. And then gently release, lower your left foot leg all the way to the floor. Just pause for a moment, let your left leg relax, the right leg relax, might shake again, left leg out. Reach your arms then up and overhead, interlace your fingers and press your palms towards the back of the room, and then flex your feet and press through your feet. If you want, you can kind of push one foot forward and then the other. This is shifting the hips a little bit, stretching into the psoas, the sacrum, sides of the body, obliques, right? Take another inhale, another exhale. Press equally through your feet and your hands, another breath in, and then exhale, bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a sweet hug. Then place your feet onto the floor, your arms by the sides. And as you inhale, lift your hips from the earth. Come into bridge pose. Exhale and lower your hips down. And adjust in any way, maybe feet closer together or closer towards the hips. Then inhale, lift the hips up again for bridge. Exhale and lower the hips down. Great. Do that one more time, bridge pose. Inhale. And now this one, hold. If you want to use your block, you can. Good. Interlace your hands behind the back of the hips. Good. And then extend through your arms. Like wherever your arms are, let them, the whole of your arm be as much of a foundation as you can. And breathe into the front of the heart. Press the back of the head into the floor and open your throat. Take another inhale breath here. Stay for one more. Exhale. Press through your feet. Last breath in. Fill your lungs as deep as you can. And then lower. Release your hands. Remove your blocks. Pause for a moment. Walk your feet the width of your mat and knock your knees together. Just breathe in and breathe out. Place your hands onto your abdomen. So we want to observe, right? Whatever comes up from the body, whatever comes up from the mind in a really welcoming and open way. Available and willing to see what's there. But also in that way, willing to let it move through us and let it go. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. Then bring your knees back into the chest and we'll come up to a seated position. However you'd like to get there, maybe take a couple rocks back and forth or just up to seated. And then bring your hands to the tops of the knees. Sit up nice and tall. Allow your eyes to gently close. Just take a moment to let things settle as you come to Sukhasana. So comfortable, easy pose. Just start ever so gently to rotate your torso around in a circle. Breathe in and out. The heart comes forward and rotates back. And then you'll go the other way. Just a few times, nothing too crazy. Just feeling into the body. Remember, it doesn't take a lot to uncover the things the body is holding on to, or even in the mind and in your being. Right? Come to center, take an inhale and exhale. Let your shoulders relax back and down. And then bring the hands in front of the heart. Just rub your hands briskly back and forth. Create a little heat between your palms. Take another inhale, then exhale. Release your hands and shake your hands out. Take another breath in. As you exhale, lower your hands to the floor. Then lift both arms to the sky again. Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Then on your exhale, bring the hands to the third eye center. Take a moment to focus the mind. So, that which is beyond all of the chatter of the mind. Your wisest self, your highest self, your most expansive form. Gleans wisdom from your higher self, from the cosmic forces around you. Take a nice deep breath in, fill your lungs all the way full, and exhale the hands to the heart. And then a moment to just dedicate your practice. Again, remembering that which you would like to send your heart light to. And then let's open with 3 rounds of Om. First, take a deep breath in. Exhale everything out. Inhale for Om. As you exhale, we'll bow the chin to the chest and then you can release your hands, allow your eyes to open. And as you inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. Slide your right hand out from your hip as you reach the left arm overhead. And ground down through your outer left hip. And then rotate your left wrist around in a circle a couple times one way. And then go the other way. Deepen your breath a little bit, right? Take another inhale, another exhale. Reach through your hand, one more breath in and one more breath out. Good, inhale, come all the way up to center. Exhale, lower your left hand to the floor and then lift the right arm to the sky. Exhale, slide left hand out from your hip, reach right arm overhead and pause. And then start by rotating the wrist around. So there's all sorts of little places that energy can start to collect in the body. All sorts of places that it moves fairly quickly through. Rotate your wrist the other way if you haven't yet. And then reach through the side waist, inhale and exhale, stretch over but ground down. Good, back up to center on your inhale and exhale, lower the hand to the floor. And then both arms to the sky as you breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Interlace your fingers, press your palms forward, extend your arms. Exhale and round the back. Good. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky, reach up. Lower your hands to the floor and then take them back behind you and turn your fingers to face forward and then unwind your legs so your feet are on your hip. Roll the shoulders onto the back, straighten the arms and lift, open the front of the chest, take an inhale and exhale. And then you're more than welcome to stay right here. If you like, on your inhale, lift your hips from the floor, come to reverse tabletop. Exhale and lower the hips back down. We'll do that again. Inhale, lift the hips up. Broaden the collarbones, breathe into the chest. Exhale, lower your hips to the floor. Good. Last one, inhale, lift the hips up. We'll stay here on your exhale. Press down through your hands and your feet, your fingers and your toes. Let your attention kind of expand through your foundation. Take another inhale breath here. Exhale, lower your hips to the earth and cross your ankles once again, but take the opposite way. So whatever's comfortable for you, do the other one. Okay. Bring your hands out in front of you on your inhale and exhale, walk them forward. And then just gently start to sway the torso from side to side. Stretching down into the lower back. You can tuck the chin in a little bit so it lengthens all through the spine. You'll come to center a little bit, lift the heart, inhale, exhale, and fold forward. Let your upper body relax towards the floor. Just kind of trace your awareness through the spine, from the tailbone to the crown to the tailbone. Take another inhale and another exhale. Inhale, come back up to seated, and on your exhale, extend your legs straight. If you like, you could strap up your feet again. In fact, go ahead. Why not, right? We have our straps. Okay, so around again the ball of the feet, and then you're going to notice how you push through your feet. Press as equally as you can through the inside and outside of your foot. And you're going to lift open the front of the heart, take an inhale, and broaden the collarbone so your shoulders, like your upper arms, drop back. Push through your feet, send your inner thighs like toward the floor, lengthen your spine, inhale, and then exhale, hinge at your waist, and feel your upper arms kind of draw back at the same time. Yeah, breathe in and breathe out. So the spine stays nice and strong and straight. Now breathe into the front of the chest, kind of open the heart a little bit as you draw the shoulder blades together behind you. So even though, there are challenges that we face, we remember our resiliency and our strength, our ability to overcome and our ability to continue to show up, right? Let's take one more inhale right into the heart, one more exhale as you fold. Good. Release your straps. Inhale, lift your arms to the sky, come to seated, and then lower your hands down onto the ground. Good. Take your feet over to one side. Let's come onto the hands and the knees, please. So wrists under shoulders, right knees under hips, and then just give yourself a few moments to move your hips from side to side. You can, if you like, gaze over one shoulder and then the other. Breathe in and out. Okay, take one more inhale and one more exhale, come to center. And now we'll drop the belly, lift the gaze, inhale, open the front of the heart. As you exhale, round the spine, push the floor away. Good, do that again. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale and round the back. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, lift, open the heart. Breathe into the chest, and as you exhale, round the spine, push the floor away. Good. Come back to neutral spine on your inhale and then to child's pose. Bring your knees as wide as your mat, your big toes to touch. Inch your hands towards the top of the mat. Let your upper body relax towards the floor and soften the heart down. Just breathe in and breathe out. Imagine your hips really heavy over your heels, deep stretch in your knees, your ankles. In a way of kind of grounding your intention here into this day and time. So that what we seek is not something, far away or hard to obtain, but something very much alive in this moment here and now. Take another inhale and one more exhale. Inhale and then come on to the hands. Curl your toes under. We'll straighten the legs and press up and back. Downward facing dog. And then, of course, take a few moments just to pedal out your legs. Stretch one heel and then the other toward the floor. And then eventually just pause and hold the posture. Okay. Lift the sitting bones up towards the sky. Give a soft bend to the knees as you descend down through the crown of the head. Remember that so much of our asana practice is really about harnessing energy, drawing it into the body, purifying it in the body, releasing it away, gathering it, kind of seating it in certain places. Take another inhale. As you exhale, walk the feet up to the top of the mat and fold forward. Bring your hands to your shins, lift up halfway. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale and fold forward. And do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Broaden the collarbones, breathe into the chest. Exhale, fold forward. One more time, just like that, half lift. Inhale, lengthen through the crown, and on your exhale, fold over your legs. And then just relax here. Let your head hang heavy. You might give a little nod of your head yes, a shake of your head no. Feel free to sway your weight from side to side, from forward and back. Now, all the while, you just steady with breath, right? Observing from that higher part of the mind, noticing where there are places in the physical body that might react or resist or tense up. And then, of course, places where things feel really free-flowing. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. And then as you rise to stand, or before you do, grab your strap and we'll curl all the way up to stand. Just have your strap loose in your hands. We're going to come all the way to standing, and then for a moment, just rotate your shoulders around a little bit. Okay, you'll reach your arms up and overhead. Take your strap with you in both hands. And then widen like your arms, just like a comfortable distance out to the side as you still draw the shoulder blades onto the back. Now root through your feet, take an inhale. And on your exhale, drop your right arm down toward the floor as you stretch your left arm up and overhead. And then connect this to like your left foot. So ground down through your left foot. Inhale, lengthen through the left side, and exhale, stretch over. Let your right arm kind of drop toward the floor. Move your head back and your throat open. Another inhale, another exhale. Blessings on that. Inhale up to center, and then exhale, go to the other side. Good. And breathe in and breathe out. Think of lengthening from the right foot. Inhale. And exhale. Let your left hand kind of descend toward the floor. Keep connected again through your right foot. Take another inhale, another exhale. Inhale, bring your arms to center and then drop them back as you exhale. Draw in from the inner thighs. So try not to clench the glutes, rather hug in like there was a block between your inner thighs. And then roll the shoulders onto the back, lift into the heart, exhale, and reach back as your hips gently come forward. Good. Take one more inhale breath here, one more exhale. Inhale up to center. As you exhale, lower your hands down. Good. And then you can release the strap just onto the floor by the side of the mat. Take an inhale breath here and exhale. Shake out your arms a little bit. Give a shake through both legs. Okay. And then come up to the top of the mat. Take an inhale, sweep your arms towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the heart center. So now we'll integrate, of course, with breath. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky. Root down through your feet. On your exhale, bring your hands to the heart and then relax them. One more time. Inhale, both arms reach up. Now on your exhale, sit your hips down, so chair pose. Weight comes into the heels. Pull the belly button and lift into the heart. Inhale and exhale. Let your shoulders roll back and down. Good. Take another big breath in. On your exhale, lower your chest over your thighs. Straighten your legs and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway and lengthen, and then step the right foot to the back of the mat. Comes a low lunge. Hands to the floor or onto your blocks, right? Take an inhale and exhale. Note the alignment with your left leg, left knee, and ankle aligned. Take an inhale, lift the heart. And as you exhale, straighten your left leg and fold. And do that again. Inhale, bend the knee, lift open the heart. Exhale, straighten the leg and fold forward. One more time like that. Inhale, bend the knee, lift open the heart. As you exhale, straighten your leg. Stay here with your legs straight. If you like, you can keep your right foot as it is, or feel free to step it forward to ground the right heel to the floor. We're straighten both legs as much as possible, but try not to lock the knees out. You want a little bend to the knees. Then lengthen the torso forward on your inhale. As you exhale, fold over your leg. And then we'll step onto the left foot and inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale and stay. Let your head relax down. Take an inhale, reach through your right foot. Now bend the right knee, bring it behind the left, bend your left knee. Kind of curl in. Good. Inhale, extend both legs, reach right leg to the sky, straighten left leg. Exhale again and curl in, knees bent. Do that one more time. Inhale, extend your legs. Exhale and bend your knees. Now extend your right leg back into lunge. Inhale and exhale, pause. Place your hands to the earth and step your left foot back to plank pose. And then just pause and plank for a moment. Shift your weight a bit forward and back, maybe side to side. And then hold plank pose, right? Find a place that's steady and balanced through the hands and the feet. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Carry your gaze maybe a couple inches in front of the top of the mat. Good. Inhale, shift the weight slightly forward, and then exhale, lower to the earth. You can drop knees, bend your elbows, lower chest to the floor. Then point your toes, lift your heart, inhale into cobra. Exhale and lower down. Do that again. Inhale, lift up. Ground the heel of the hand to the floor, hug the elbows and lift the heart. Exhale and lower. One more time like that. Try to keep the legs relaxed as you lift your heart up and away from the earth. Exhale and lower to the floor. Inhale then to plank or go back into child's pose. Exhale your hips to the ceiling, downward facing dog. Good, and just breathe in and breathe out. Yeah, notice where there's places that start to open up, where you might be able to expand your attention and energy a little bit. Again, soften your knees. Take another inhale breath here. Exhale everything out, bend the knees and jump, step or walk your feet up. Lift up halfway, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale all the way to stand, lift your arms to the sky. Exhale and bend your knees, bring your hands to the heart, chair pose, Utkatasana. Good. From here, sweep your arms to the ceiling, inhale. Exhale and sweep your arms back, lift your heels from the floor. Then root the heels, lift your arms, inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep the arms back, lift the heels from the earth. Good. Again, inhale, root down, rise through the hands. Exhale, sweep the arms back, lift the heels. Great. And then one more time like that. Inhale. Exhale. This one you hold, so keep your heels lifted. Lift open the heart. Inhale, exhale, reach back through your hands. Good. Squeeze in from your inner thighs. One more inhale, one more exhale. Root the heels, rise to stand. Inhale, reach up. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Exhale. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen the spine, and then step the left foot to the back of the mat. Just pause here for a moment. Remember your alignment on the right side. Maybe your block underneath your hands. And then take an inhale to lift, open the heart, and as you exhale, straighten the leg and fold forward. Good. Do that again. Inhale, bend the knee, lift open the heart. Breathe into the chest on your exhale, straighten your right leg. Good. One more time, just like that. Inhale, bend the knee. Lift the heart as you exhale, straighten your leg, and then hold here. Soften your left heel to the floor. Feel free to step it forward if you'd prefer the heel on the ground. If you're not sure which one you prefer, remember that this is our place to figure that out. And that there might be one today and another day. Lengthen out of the waist on your inhale and exhale to fold. And then we step onto the right foot, lift the left leg to the sky. Pause here as you exhale, relax down toward the floor. And then inhale, reach through your left foot. Exhale, bend the left knee behind the right, bend the right knee as well. And push the floor away, inhale, extend. Exhale and draw in. Good, again like that, inhale, reach up through your legs. Exhale and pull in. One more time, extend the leg to the sky. One more time and fold in. And then step the left foot to the back of the mat, come to a low lunge. Inhale and exhale. Plant your hands, step your foot back, plank pose. Inhale, exhale, lower all the way or stop halfway, chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog or cobra. Exhale your hips to the sky, downward dog. And breathe in and breathe out. So what we make room for through the release in the physical body and the release in the mental body is that which is beyond to become made manifest in our physical form. It's no longer this etheric thing we wish we had, but starts to become made manifest in our lives now. Take an inhale, look to the top of the mat, exhale it all out, bend the knees, jump, step, or walk up. Lift up halfway, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Bend the knees, lift your arms, inhale into chair pose. And then exhale, bring your hands to the heart center. Good, place your hands to your hips, shift the weight into the left foot, and stack the right ankle on top of the left knee. Balancing figure four. Okay, now instead of how deep we get into the posture, notice the alignment in your hips, really using this posture as a way to stretch the outer hips. So flex your right foot and lift your right hip so that it stays in line with the left. Often the tendency is to descend the hip down. Now hands to heart center, you'll breathe into the front of the chest, take an inhale and exhale. Awesome, take one more breath in here. One more breath out. Rise to stand, inhale, reach up. You're gonna release your right foot, but step it to the back of the mat for like pyramid pose. So not all the way to the back like lunge, just like a halfway back. So hips and shoulders still square towards the front of the room. Take your left hand around behind the back, sweep your right arm to the sky, take an inhale. Exhale and come down halfway. Just so your spine's parallel to the earth. Then come back up to stand on your inhale. And do it again, exhale just halfway down. Move your left hip back as you fold. Come up one more time on your inhale. Exhale and come down halfway and pause. Now you can stay right here with just the right arm extending forward. You could, if you like, release your right arm around behind your back. Or you could extend your left arm forward. So either one, it's going to be a little more challenging with both arms reaching forward. Somewhere in between with your left hand on the back or maybe both hands on the back. Now, take your gaze towards the floor so the back of the neck is nice and long. Pull the belly button in and move your left hip back. Take another inhale, lengthen the sides of the body. One more exhale. Inhale, release, come all the way to stand. And as you exhale, turn your toes to face the side of the room. So toward the yellow wall. Hands to your hips, take an inhale and exhale. You might want to widen the stance here, so you can always just toe and heel your feet out. We bring the hands behind the back of the pelvis, lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, press the hips forward, lean your upper body back, exhale. Inhale, come up to center and then fold forward. Slide your hands down towards your ankles. Then turn your toes just a little bit in, your heels out. Good, and then breathe in and breathe out. Think of pushing down through your feet, but lifting up from the feet through the sitting bones. Spiral your inner thighs toward the back of the room and then descend the crown of the head to the floor. Now take one more inhale breath here and one more exhale. Release your hands to the earth under your shoulders. Lift the spine parallel to the earth and then bend the right knee. Straighten your right leg on your inhale and exhale, bend to the left. Let's just go side to side here. Inhale, straighten the left leg, exhale, bend to the right. Good, straighten the right, exhale, bend left. Just one more time on both sides. Use your breath to find the rhythm that's right for you. Good, awesome, you guys. One more to this left side, and then we straighten the legs on your inhale, and one more time, fold forward. Come up to stand, your hands to your hips, inhale, and pause. Exhale. Pivot your left foot to face forward on your inhale breath here, and exhale, relax your arms, and then extend the arms forward and back. Take a breath in. Exhale, reach forward, and then take your left hand to your shin, your right arm to the sky. So triangle pose. Breathe in and out. Take your right hand, bend your elbow, and place the hand behind the back of your head. And then push the head into the hand to open the front of the throat. Yeah, good. So we take the posture and then infuse the posture with breath, and things start to reorganize in the physical body. Maybe the mind has a different time scale for which things should change, right? But we are releasing that part of the mind and allowing like where we are to shine and be seen and experienced, right? Because remember, where we are doesn't last forever. Soon things will change. Take another inhale into the heart, one more exhale. Release your right arm to the sky, come all the way to stand as you breathe in, and then bend the left knee into warrior two. Good, now spread your fingers nice and wide, inhale, and exhale, tuck your thumbs and wrap your fingers around your thumbs and squeeze, make a fist. Then extend your hands again, inhale, spread the fingers, exhale and squeeze in. Do that one more time, inhale, spread the fingers nice and wide, exhale, squeeze the thumbs in. And then rotate your wrists around in a circle. Breathe in and out. Good. Pause, inhale, and exhale, go the other way. Rotate the wrists. Breathe in and out. Keep the bend in the left knee. Now extend the hands, turn your palms towards the sky. Take a big breath in. Exhale, both hands to the floor, either side of your left foot. Step your left foot back to plank. Inhale, exhale, lower all the way or stop halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra, and then downward facing dog, exhale. Good, and just breathe in and breathe out here. Take a minute to notice the sides of the body, right? Lengthen up and out of the waist, but descend down through the crown of the hands. Take another inhale, look to the top of your mat. Exhale, everything out, bend the knees, jump, step, or walk up. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale then to chair pose, bend the knees and lift the arms. Exhale and pause, let your shoulders relax. Good, we concentrate energy at the core center, like integrating and releasing things away. We'll bring the hands to the hips and shift the weight into the right foot and stack the left ankle on top of the right knee. Right? And then we want to keep the hips nice and square. Just because I said it's the tendency for the hip to descend doesn't mean that's what's happening for you. Sometimes, when we are out of balance, or at least to find balance, we have to get out of balance. You might shift your hips around a little bit, just so you know where there's an equal kind of equal experience of opening as well as of supporting. Good, and then breathe into the chest, inhale and exhale. Sit the hips down, but remember, stay connected to the core center and the strength that holds you. One more breath in, one more breath out. And then we'll release to stand. Step the foot back into pyramid pose, so just like a mama bear step back, hips and shoulders squared forward. Good, and then it's right hand behind, left arm to the sky. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold just halfway down. As you reach through your right arm, move your left arm, move your right hip back. Inhale, come to stand. And do it again, exhale. Soften the knees a little. Good, inhale, come all the way back up to standing. And then this one we hold, right? Exhale. Come down halfway and pause. Now remember, you can stay with just the left arm forward. You could bring it around behind the back or extend your right arm forward. I'm going to breathe in and breathe out. Lengthen the sides of the body. Yeah, imagine I had your wrists pulling them gently forward, and someone had your hips pulling them gently back. Yeah, good. And we want to lengthen this right side especially. Breathe in and out. Awesome, you guys. One more inhale, reach through the heart, through the crown. One more exhale, draw the navel in, and then inhale, rise all the way back up to standing. Pivot your toes towards the teal wall now, your hands to your hips. Take an inhale, your hands behind the pelvis, lift the heart. Exhale, once again, lean back. Wow, take a big breath into the heart center. One more exhale. Inhale, come up to center, and now fold forward. Slide your hands down towards your ankles. Remember, turn your toes in a little bit, or your feet at least parallel to the ends of the the mat. And then fold forward. Draw your shoulders kind of up and away from your ears. Reach down through the crown of the head, pull the navel in and lift the sitting bones. Awesome, you guys. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. We'll release the hands to the floor and your shoulders lift up halfway. Inhale, exhale, pause. Now bend the left knee on your inhale and exhale. Place your right hand to the floor and lift the left arm to the sky. So we're going to twist towards the back of the room. Yeah, left knee bends, left arm to the ceiling, left palm faces back toward the yellow wall. And then the shoulder draws onto the back as you breathe into the front of the chest. And then press down through your right hand and twist. Good. Lengthen the torso on your inhale and one more exhale. Just kind of wring it out. Like all the stuff and all the toxins, all the ways that the things get held in the body, just wring it out here, right? Take one more inhale and one more exhale. Ooh, and then release left hand to the floor. Take a breath in, straighten left leg, fold forward. Good. Let's do the other side. Come onto your hands. Inhale, exhale, bend the right knee. Place then the left hand to the floor. Lift the right arm to the sky. And breathe in and out. Remember, you got to hit back through that left leg as well. So she holds the foundation. Great. And then lengthen this right side body and pull the navel and push down and reach the right arm up. Palm will face forward, this right palm. Yeah, good. And then the shoulder draws onto the back. That's it. Move your head back and your throat open and just go kind of love on it for a second. I don't know if you'll do this later today. We're going to take one more inhale. One more exhale. And then release your right hand to the floor as you breathe in. Straighten the right leg and exhale, fold forward. Awesome. All right, bring your hands to your hips. Come all the way to standing, please. Inhale and exhale. Pivot your right foot to face forward. Then extend your arms. Take a breath in. Then reach forward and set your right hand to your shin, left arm to the sky, triangle pose. Trikonasana. Good. And then same thing, again, right? We take any shape, any place that your body has a seat, if you will, or an asana. And then we infuse that with breath. And things start to ever so incrementally shift and change. And then the experience of shifting the mind state is also shifting the energy that you hold in the body. And gradually and subtly, the things that were challenging, you know a way through. And maybe they even start to fall away a little bit. Bend your elbow and place your hand behind your head. And then move the head back and the throat open. It's not to say that we're trying to get all of our challenges to never ever be challenges again, right? Or life to never have any sort of rough waters. But to acknowledge that within all that can change and all that is shifting, there is a place in me that is steady and sacred. Take one more inhale into the heart, one more exhale, kind of rotate open, and then release the left arm to the sky, come all the way to stand. On your exhale, bend your right knee and come into warrior two. And then we'll turn the fingers up towards the sky, the palms face out. And as you exhale, turn your fingers down, palms face in. We're going to do that again. Inhale, exaggerate through your hands, through your fingers. Exhale, point them down. Do that one more time on your inhale. And one more exhale, fingers point down. And now extend your hands forward and back. Take a breath into the heart. As you exhale, set your hands to the floor and step your right foot back to plank pose. Good. Pause in plank. Inhale, reach through the crown of the head. As you exhale, lower all the way or stop halfway, chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog or cobra pose. Exhale your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. All right, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, take one more inhale breath here. Then as you exhale, bring your big toes together. Lift your right leg to the sky gently. Inhale and exhale, pause. Rotate your right foot around in a circle, one way, and then the other. Kick back through your right heel on your inhale and exhale it through to the top of your mat, low lunge. Okay, then you'll set your left knee to the floor and straighten your right leg. Kick the ball of your right foot up and off the floor. Okay. Now you're more than welcome to stay right here. This is half Hanumanasana, where you can extend your leg forward however far it will go for maybe full Hanumanasana or 3/4 or 7/8 or whatever, wherever the hamstrings allow you to go. okay? Just reach. Think of, again, like energetically approaching the posture from an energetic standpoint instead of from like a physical standpoint or even, of course, an ego standpoint. Good. Move your right hip back a little bit so you stay connected to the foundation, the structure of the hips. And as you exhale, imagine releasing through the soles of your feet, both forward and back. And here we are, right, in the center, in the middle point, between that which has yet to come and that which has already happened. Take an inhale, lift the heart a little bit, broaden the collarbones and roll the shoulders back and down. It's beautiful. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. Okay, and then you're going to work yourself back into downward facing dog pose, however gracefully or ungracefully you do that. All parts of you are welcome here, so no problem. Okay, and then just pause in your downward dog for a moment. Notice and feel both sides of the body. All right, take an inhale and exhale. Okay, one more breath in. On your exhale, bring your big toes together. Lift the left leg to the sky as you breathe in. Pause. Rotate your left foot around in a circle one way and then the other. Hold. Lift your left leg nice and high. Inhale, then exhale. Draw the foot through to the top of your mat. Low lunge. You'll set your right knee to the ground this time and straighten your left leg. Kick the ball of your left foot up and off the earth. And then, of course, you can stay right here or extend your left leg forward. Breathe in and out. Think of your inner thighs. Notice the left inner thigh spiral toward the floor. Your right inner thigh kind of spiral up towards the sky. Lengthen equally out of the sides of the body, and on your exhale, reach from your heart, but back through your hips. And then center yourself in the here and now. Good. Breathe in and out. Yeah, maybe draw the shoulders back and down a little bit. You might bend your left knee a little bit, and then think of all that stuff, all the sensation that comes to surface, even the part of you that like wants to get out of this as soon as possible, right? Let that be welcome here. Don't worry, it won't be much longer. So just moments in time, and this is how we learn, like what are the things that I'm holding on to and how can I release them or tap into something more eternal when I'm in a place of wanting to flee. Take another inhale right into the heart, one more exhale, and then you'll release. Come back into downward facing dog pose, please. And then pedal out your legs a little bit, stretch one heel and then the other toward the floor. Good, and then pause here, take an inhale and exhale. Come onto your knees and back into child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat, big toes touch. This time, lift the torso, walk your hands over to the right as far as you can go. Ground your left palm to the earth. Breathe in and out. Kind of feel this left side stretch from the hand all the way through to the hip. Take another inhale. One more exhale. And then bring your hands through center now all the way over to the left. And ground your right palm to the floor. Stretch back through the right side waist. Breathe in and out. Let your heart relax towards the floor, your hips heavy. Breathe in and out. Remember that energy follows thought, right? So if our thoughts are grounded here in the present moment, kind of cultivating that objective observer, the part of you that's always watching and maintaining the witness, and we simply get to notice the things that we hold on to, the things we easily let go of. Walk your hands back to center. And really that's just a source of knowledge, right? A source of realization. This, of course, in many ways is the path of self-realization. Like, who am I? What am I? What am I here for, right? Another breath in, another breath out, and then come up to your sitting bones and extend your legs forward out in front of you. So flex through your feet, maybe rotate your inner thighs towards the floor, and then we'll stack the right ankle on top of the left knee. If it's more comfortable for you to set your foot on the floor and have the sole of foot to the inner thigh, that's fine too. And then you're gonna extend your left leg straight and flex your right foot. You might have to find like a little sweet spot for your foot on your thigh. Take an inhale into the front of the heart and then exhale, fold forward. And don't forget you have your strap here, so you can always strap up your foot. And it's kind of the same structure, so it's tempting in our forward folds to try to get as close towards the legs as possible, but rather see if you can lengthen your torso as much as possible. Whoa, growing taller. And then notice how that simple act can affect your hips maybe a little bit more. Breathe in and out. Shoulders roll back and down. We've got one more inhale breath here and one more exhale. Release. Inhale, come up to seated. You'll keep your strap with you just close by, and then set your left foot onto the floor just outside, right foot on the floor just outside your right hip. So you have some space for your torso to reach through your, like the inside of your right leg. Now you can take the strap in your left hand and wrap it around behind you. Just set some of it out on like by the right side leg. Okay, and then ground down, take an inhale, lift the heart, and as you exhale, fold forward. You're gonna reach your right hand towards your left foot, first and foremost. Don't worry about the strap, just keep it in your left hand behind you. Reach your right arm forward, take an inhale, and then exhale, turn the palm to face out and wrap the arm around behind the back. And then reach down and see if you can find your strap and grab your strap. Okay. Breathe in and out. And then with your left hand can go around behind the back, and you just kind of work your hands closer together with your strap. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it looks like you know what I mean. Breathe in and out. Now you can fold forward towards your left foot, or you can lift your torso and twist towards this side if you like. Draw your right shoulder back. Yeah, beautiful. Breathe into the left side chest. Pull your right knee back and ground your right hip to the floor. So it's like a stretch all down this right side waist. Hug your right knee in. Now the last little piece just to lengthen through the crown of your head. And then spin your gaze over your left shoulder. Marichasana. Breathe in and out. Okay, take one more inhale. Very nice, you guys. One more exhale. And then inhale, release your hands, just drop the strap. And then extend your right leg forward. Bring your hands behind you. Just kind of wave your feet from side to side. Breathe in and out. Pop the knees up and down. Okay. And then let's do the other side. We start with left ankle on top of right leg. Or to the inner thigh. Flex your left foot. Take an inhale, lift the heart, and exhale, fold forward. And then here's your strap, friend, again, right? You can strap up your right leg. Breathe into the heart on your inhale. Keep your collarbones broad, your upper arms drawing back as you exhale. And breathe in and out. You might even draw the chin in so the back of the neck is long. Kind of think of the energy that rises up and down the length of the spine. Right, and here's how we find balance as we look within to the places where there may be imbalance. Not necessarily from the mind, but from a deeper knowing. And then we can start to kind of move energy in different places, putting it more and more in some place or removing it from another place. Take another inhale and another exhale. Good. And then you'll come up to seated on your inhale breath. Just set your hand or your strap maybe around behind the back. Okay. And then you'll take your left knee up towards the sky and set your left foot on the floor, just outside your left hip. Lengthen through the sides of the body. Reach your left arm forward towards your right foot first. Your left hand can come around behind you or even grab your strap already. And then you'll turn your left palm to face towards the teal wall. Wrap the arm around behind the back. Maybe reach down and capture your strap. And then you can start to work your strap closer toward you, your hands closer toward one another, unless the hands clasp. Breathe in. Little straps. Okay, Okay, and then remember this variation, you can either lift up into the heart and fold forward. Remember, or you can lift your heart and twist towards the side. Breathe it in and out. Ground your left hip to the floor. Lengthen into the front of the chest and then start to twist if that's where you're headed, or you fold forward. Nice deep stretch down the lower back as you root your left hip to the floor. And then just maybe smile at it, love on it, take another inhale. I don't know if you'll do this again either. Good, and then release, come back to center, inhale, exhale, and extend your leg. Okay, bring your hands behind you, wave your feet from side to side. Your fingers can face back now. Roll the shoulders onto the back, lift the heart, inhale and exhale. Maybe even bend your elbows and draw the shoulder blades closer together behind you. Lift your heart, inhale and exhale. Good. And then inhale, come up, turn your fingers to face forward if they weren't. And then once again, we'll straighten the arms and we'll lift the hips, this time reverse plank pose. Or if you like, bend your knees for reverse tabletop. Okay. Either one, breathe in and breathe out. Move the head back, but really just in line with the spine. So energy reaches through the crown of the head toward the back of the room. Broaden the collarbones, take another inhale. And as you exhale, lower your hips to the floor. Good. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. Baddha Konasana, clasp your ankles, take an inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, fold forward over the legs. Let's lean to the left. Hook your hands around your toes, your elbow around the shin, and then place your right hand down to the upper inner thigh. And just lengthen out of the waist, inhale and exhale. Another way to get at that lower back, right? Take one more inhale and one more exhale. And then inhale, release, come through center and go to the other side. Hands around the toes, right elbow around the shin, left hand to the upper inner thigh. So much wisdom held in our body, so much stuff held in the body. And so just as we unlock the things that have been challenging in our lives to overcome, we unlock our inner wisdom as well. These little seats where we've held on to like all of the positive, beautiful, wonderful, amazing moments of our lives. Inhale, come back to center, exhale, and fold forward. And then inhale back up to seated, draw your knees together, lift your feet from the floor, come into Navasana. Once again, boat pose. Roll the shoulders onto the back, flex through your feet, take an inhale, squeeze in. Exhale and lower, hover above the earth. Extend the arms forward, squeeze the legs together. Take an inhale into the heart. One more exhale. We're going to come back up on your inhale breath. Exhale and pause. Maybe hands behind the backs of the thighs, maybe not. Take another inhale. We're going to lower down again. Exhale. It's a good one to smile through. Remember, we're having fun, right? Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, pause. Hold, squeeze in. One more inhale. Exhale, hover above the earth. Squeeze towards center. Take an inhale breath here. And then lower all the way to the floor. Reach your arms overhead and stretch your legs straight. Then bring your right knee into your chest and give yourself a little squeeze. Good. Pull that right knee out to the side. So very similar to the pose we just did, our Marichasana. Named after Sage Maricha. Inhale, exhale, draw your right knee over toward the left. So supine twist. Breathe in and breathe out. I like to a lot, recently play with my supine twist in such a way that my right knee descends, but my right foot lifts. So you could think of taking your heel up towards the sky, higher than your right knee. I don't know if that feels anything in your body, but whoa. In mine, at least. Take another inhale and another exhale. Good. And then release, come back to center, hug the right knee to the chest and extend it down onto the ground. And then pause for a moment, just reflect on both sides of the body and then pull your left knee into the chest. Take an inhale and exhale. Squeeze it in towards the side of the body a little bit, like kind of almost the knee right underneath the armpit. Take an inhale and exhale. Good, and then one more breath in, and as you exhale, cross the knee over to the right, and gaze to the left. And then same thing here if you want to play with maybe lifting the left foot up towards the sky, descending the right knee down. You can kind of turn the heel up towards the sky so your toes point toward the floor. Interesting sensation in the sacrum there. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep reaching through your right leg though, and even countering with your right inner thigh, draw it toward the floor. Breathe in and out, look over the left shoulder. Take a couple more breaths here. Okay, in fact, let's do one more inhale, one more exhale. And then inhale, bring your knee back to center, and as you exhale, extend the leg down onto the floor. Okay. Pause here for a moment, a breath in, a breath out. Scan through your body, any other postures or adjustments, but I will love to have us do one more bridge pose before we cool out. So bend your knees, please place your feet underneath your knees. Roll the shoulders onto the back, and as you inhale, lift your hips from the floor again, bridge pose. And then you can interlace the hands behind the back or take your block. If you'd like to move into shoulder stand from here, you could do supported shoulder stand with your hips on your block, or lift up regular shoulder stand, the feet up towards the sky. Remember to align the ankles, the knees, and the hips. So to support your lower back with your hands, and then extend the legs up towards the sky and squeeze the feet in. And if you're in bridge pose, you just stay in bridge. Ground the feet to the floor, the back of the head to the floor. Good, and breathe in and breathe out. And then for a moment, maybe allow your eyes to close. Push the back of the head into the floor. There's a chakra back there. It's called Bindu, Visarga. The Bindu is this place, they say, where divine energy pours through the crown of the head and settles at the back of the head first. And then it kind of gets dispersed or distributed, if you will, kind of through the third eye center. You get these hits of wisdom from the third eye, these hits of intuition, the inner knowing. All right. If you're in shoulder stand, take another inhale, and then exhale. You can take your feet over your head for plow pose. Your legs don't have to be straight. If they can be straight, that's fine. I know some of you are close to the wall. You can always just reach through your knees. So it's kind of a curve in your low back, your hands to the kidneys. You've got to breathe into the kidneys. Yeah, and then slowly we'll lower all the way to the floor. And if you're in bridge pose, you'll lower your hips down to the ground now. And then as your back comes onto the floor, bring your knees out to the sides of the body. Flex the soles of the feet to the ceiling. Grab your ankles or feet, dead bug pose. And then kind of rock from side to side here. And then eventually just hold and draw the knees towards the floor, the arms. Pull the knees down. Take another inhale and another exhale. Good. And then release the knees back to center. Give yourself a little squeeze. And as you exhale, extend the legs onto the floor. Again, unless there are any other postures or adjustments you'd like to make for Shavasana. And then don't hesitate to support your body any way that you would like. Bolsters, blankets, pillows. Just let your whole body relax on the floor. Take a moment to scan through from the crown of the head all the way to the soles of the feet. And let your body relax. So now an opportunity to just kind of dissolve all of your attention and awareness into the great cosmic forces within you and all around you. Asato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityormamritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityormamritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityormamritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sweetly and slowly begin to bring awareness back to your physical body. Slowly begin to move your fingers and toes, rotate the wrists and ankles. And then reach your arms up and overhead and stretch all the way from fingers to toes. Bring the knees to the chest and give yourself a great big hug. Take a moment just to extend gratitude to yourself for stepping onto your mat today, for creating the time and space to be here. And then you can inhale, exhale, roll to the right or the left, and then we'll push back to a comfortable seat and take a moment to just seal our practice. So as we, shed, and very much, our practice is about letting go, releasing the past, letting the stuff that has accumulated since the last time we stepped onto our mat, be seen and then released. Right? And what we're
left with, hopefully, is this sense of stability and immense amount of love and appreciation and gratitude for our own selves, but of course for life itself, even among the challenging times and the ebbs and flows and the somewhat murky and disturbed waters. And you just get an opportunity to sit with that place that is solid and strong and stable and everlasting, really, within you. An ability to create and really discover, because it's already there, right? This center of your being. And the discipline and practice to return back to that over and over and over again. To create, if you will, like a refuge within your own self. As you bring your hands back together at the center of the heart, just take a moment to give thanks. What a beautiful, opportunity we have in this life to find this place within and to go back there over and over and over again, to realize the self. Moment to remember the dedication from your heart, the intention in your mind's eye. Maybe bring your hands to the third eye for a moment. And then take a deep breath in. Everyone fill the lungs really full. And on your exhale, bring your hands to the heart. And we'll seal with a chant of Om. Inhale. As you exhale, we'll bow the chin in. Honor the love and compassion that lies in your heart and the hearts of all beings, the teacher that guides our way. And know the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Okay, so thank you all so much for being here on this beautiful day. Thanks for practicing, co-creating this. Hope it feels as good for you as it does for me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Take good care of yourselves, and we'll hope to see you very soon. Oh, y'all were online today. That's fun. Portugal, Tamilism, Portugal. Wow. Bye, everybody.